In this scenario, we're going to demonstrate the process of how to invoke the dropship sales order process in Business Central. The steps in this scenario are to create a sales order, then we'll create the purchase order, we'll dropship those items to the customer, and then we'll post the sales order and then post the purchase invoice. So we'll begin by creating the sales order. So here I am inside of Business Central. We'll go ahead and select the sales order and either select the customer from the ellipsis, or again, I can type in their name. We'll just select the customer from our existing list of customers. And then I'll go ahead and select the item from the dropdown. So we'll grab a desk. Now selecting the dropship here in the column in my line items will change the behavior of a traditional or typical sales order. So in this case here, again, we're going to dropship. I'll enter in the quantity of 2. And now that sales order has been complete. Now let's go ahead and create the purchase order. So to create the purchase order, just like we did for the sales order, it's a shortcut right here in the quick actions or the quick links. And we'll go ahead and select the purchase order. And I'll select my vendor. Now I'm going to collapse the main section. The header information is complete. The next step to facilitate the drop shipment to the customer is I need to select the sell to customer by changing the ship to address. So that's real simple. You can click on the general to collapse it. And then here under shipping and payment, I want to change the ship to address to my customer address. And then choosing the correct customer here, in this case, a datum. With the customer selected, I'm going to navigate to the dropship icon in the ribbon and under functions, and I'll select the dropship. And now I want to go ahead and get the sales order. So this is linking the purchase order to the sales order. So this is a list of all the current sales orders that are available for that customer. The last sales order is in the list here. And so again, I'll select OK. And the line items from the sales order reflect here in the purchase order. And then I just go ahead and now post and select OK. Since the vendor is going to ship, to receive the items, and then we'll choose OK. So I'll go ahead and print the purchase order so you can see a copy of the purchase order that's been generated and that can be distributed electronically. Next, let's post and invoice the customer. I need to post and invoice the customer, so we'll go into the sales order tile. Here's the sales order. No, it's been released. I'll scroll over to the right so I can see the quantity shipped as well as invoiced and the shipment dates. Before processing, finance, I can leverage artificial intelligence to understand whether this client might be a risk. So here under the prepare, I can select predict payment. And to predict payment uses machine learning and analyzes the historical nature to determine if I need to take extra precaution with this customer. So using these prediction models, I can fine tune my business process with the power of artificial intelligence. And so maybe in this case here, again, this appears to be that the customer is predicted to pay on time and I have a good confidence about it. So I'm not as concerned. Let's go ahead and post this and then invoice the customer. I could print the invoice. Again, you can see what that looks like. And this could be distributed to the customer. And then I'll go ahead and post the purchase order. I'll open up purchase orders. Here again, you can see the one we just created. I'll post that, and then we'll go ahead, and this converts the promise to purchase to an invoice, or as we call it, a purchase invoice. So I'll close that window out. And that is essentially the process in which you would go through in managing a drop ship to the customer. So I entered the sales order, created the purchase order, made that linkage, we drop shipped it to the customer, and then we posted the respective orders, sales order and purchase invoice. Clearly, you saw in that process how we can improve customer service and also streamline our inventory.